Okay, the broadcast has started. So this is our fifth session on Gimp. I don't know how we're going to have, because I reckon we could go for about 100. There's so much stuff in Gimp. I did some more investigation yesterday, and I found a lot more things you can do in Gimp. But anyway, this is our fifth thing on Gimp. Right? It's for those that are watching. If you want to look at the previous ones, you can go and have a look at my website, which is jeff.greg.net.au. Right, and at the bottom it's got the link to Gimp. But don't go right now because it's currently not working. So tell the people that put the NBN in have disconnected the telephone line to my son's place where my server is. So as a consequence, the server's not running. But I've got a direct link. We still can record this and still goes on to YouTube anyway. All right. Okay. So if both of you want to get into Gimp to start with and start your Gimp, and I'll go first of all, before we do that, go into screen sharing. Just go to screen share your screen, and go into Gimp.
Aren't you going to? Yes.
Yeah, go screen share first, and then once you started screen sharing, go into Gimp. All right, and we'll talk about a few things. Reg has got his going, and Diane's got hers going. I've got my face 3 times on my screen now, my own screen and you two's screens. Okay, right. Okay, if you want to call up Gimp, both of you. All right.
Takes a while to load, Jeff.
Diane. Yeah, always it takes a file to load the first time, Reg. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. That's Diane's going. There we are. All right. I've got Diane's screen up. Okay. And I'm going to show participants again. And I'll call Reg's screen. Reg's is still starting. Now. Reg's screen is starting.
Yours started pretty quickly, Diane.
She's probably got a faster computer than you, Reg.
Probably, yeah. Mine's taking an eternity.
Yeah. Oh, I probably know why. Were you using Gimp before, Diane? Before we started today?
No, not on this computer. Only on my desktop I was.
Oh, okay. All right. Doesn't matter. Okay. So there we go. Reg is still started up. Still starting up.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Well, Reg is going and Diane's is going. Okay. Just for anybody that's watching this later on, I switch between Diane's screen and Reg's screen. And the way I do all this training is we show the students' screen so that they can see, and I talk them through what's happening, and that way we can see what's happening. It's no different to me sitting in a classroom teaching people how to do things. The advantage is, of course, it's all recorded. We can go back and look at it again over and over again. All right, so a couple of things that we did last time was we actually went through a lot of the commands just in the painting things. And a lot of the things you can do all sorts of crazy things with just the paint tool, so that you can do all sorts of fancy shapes and things like that. However, do both of you remember how to create a completely blank canvas so that you can work on it?
Just go up to this square here, rectangle select tool.
Diane? No, that's not how you do it.
Okay, no, forgotten.
No. Reg, do you know?
I think you go to image.
No, it's not done that way.
Make a copy of image before working on it.
No. Well, if you forgot, you can always go back and look at the see how to do that. But if it's something to do with something that's new, right? What menu has new underneath it, do you think?
File and new. File and new.
Yeah. File and new, yeah, okay. So if you go to File, go on a Diane screen, you go to File, and then go down to New, and it says Create a New Image. All right. No, not Create, down to New, Diane. File, New. That's it. Click on that. And it opens up a dialog. Just by the way, and it shows up with dialog, you've got that new one coming up there, and where it says File New, and it says the width and the height, you can change that. But also, one of the things that we haven't done, it says 72 ppl, pixels per inch, PPI, something like that. If ever you're going to print something, you always want to make it higher than that if you're going to do something in the future. I did something in Gimp a while ago where I wanted photos to take to, I took some photos and made copies of it and made it the passport size, took it to Harvey Norman, printed it out, and it came out real grainy. And it was because I set it 72 dpi. I increased it to 300 dpi, went back, did exactly the same print, and it came out nice and clear. So PPI, which is pixels per inch, is only applicable to printing or anything else. So if you ever want to print something high quality, always make sure that's a relative, up around 300 if you're going to do that. Just click on OK on that, Diane, for the moment. If you want to do the same thing, Reg, create a new one. Right. Oh, by the way, I learned something. I think I sent you an email about what Reg was doing last time. Right. When we did it, Reg was wanted to. We changed the colour, and then Reg wanted to do a colour on the screen, and his whole canvas became that colour, and I didn't know how he did it.
Yeah.
And I haven't found this in the Gimp manual anywhere, but apparently all he did was drag the colour across to the thing, made the whole thing that colour. I've since found you can do the same thing with selection as well. So, Diane, just as an example, if you want to do a circle selection, it's a circle tool over the left-hand side. The tools, grab the circle one, that one. Go into the middle under your canvas. Click and drag to draw a circle. That'll do, let it go there. And without selecting anything else, if you go back to the colour selector on the left-hand side.
That this one?
No, the colour selector. The colour selector is the square within the square at the bottom. No, it's in the toolbox on the left-hand side. Go to the left-hand side. No, that's it there. And point at the black part of it. No, the box below. The one where you've got a black box over a white box. Keep coming down. That's it there. You click on that, that's where you select the colour. So select a different colour. Click on that. Click there. No, you have to click there, then click on OK. This is what I found out the other day. You can't normally paint it in there because you're still on the selection tool. But if you go and grab that blue box and drag it inside that circle, drag it over to the circle and let it go, what happens?
Brilliant.
Whoa!
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Reg did that the other day. You want to have a go at doing that, Reg? I'll switch over to your screen.
Yeah, I'm clicking on the...
Okay, okay, yeah, I can see it there. Go change the colour. Change it to something else. Change it from black to anything else. No, in the black area, in the big black area. That's it. Click there. Change to a different colour. You can do a green. Okay. Okay. No, you haven't selected it yet. You've clicked on the green. Click on the green part. No. Click on that green bit you had before. Click there. Then you have to, in the big box, you have to select the shade of green you want. Click on that. Now see it changes to green. It says current one is green.
Yes.
Click on OK. Now you can go grab that little green box and drag it inside of the circle. Now you clicked on it again, Reg. You have to click on OK. Now go and grab the box and drag it across. That's right. Inside the circle, let it go. There you are. You've got a green box. Okay. Rightio. I'll go back to Diane's. I'm glad we got these circles because I want to introduce something new. Oh, you got rid of your colour, Diane. Oh, you changed it to a different colour.
I was just following what Reg.
Oh, yeah, you just changed it to a grey. That's okay. What I want to introduce today is something new, something we have done already before, which is two things. We're going to introduce layers, which we have done before, but we only did it as part of doing something else, but we didn't even explain what layers are. And also, not only layers, but also want to cover layer masks. So we're going to look at two things, layers and layer masks, okay? So we've already got one thing on our screen there, and we've got something that's there, right, on both of you. You've got a grey one there, Diane, and Reg has got a green one. Just for the hell of it, Diane, can you change that one to that grey one to green? Go and select the green, so the same as Reg, so we're looking consistent. Select a green, yeah, that'll do. Won't be the same shade as greens, and then grab the green and drag it over there. Okay, good. So you've both got some green dots on your screen. Now, a little about layers. Layers, you need to think of layers. You've got a canvas in front of you, but that canvas allows you to have multiple layers. And imagine the layers as being clear transparencies, and what you can do is you can have one and another one behind it, another one behind it, another one behind it. You can have an unlimited number of layers, right? Well, I assume it's unlimited. I don't know. There might be a limit of 1,000 or something. I wouldn't have a clue. Lots of layers. Let's leave it that way. So therefore, if you want to do some layering, what we need to do is you can create new layers. To show you how we create a layer, on the right-hand side, you'll notice your menu at the top says layers and brushes, right? And you've already got a layer there. Up the top of that, where you're pointing at the moment, Diane, if you point at the one, that little icon to the left, underneath where you've got layers and brushes, no, left, that's the layers and brushes icon. It says open the layers and brush dialog. You point to the one to the next to the right of that, that's cool. You press to the one to the right of that again. We haven't done channels yet. That one is the paths dialog, and you click to the one to the right of that again. That's all our undo history. So you can swap between any of those things, but at the moment we're only interested in layers. For example, you click on the one with the colours, the second one, it says channel. You'll notice it's got red, green and blue. Okay, they're the various channels. Go back to layers again. We want to leave it at layers for the time being. Okay, all right. So we want to create a new layer. So if you come down to where your layer is there, where it says background, with the little eye there, and it says the word background, and you point at that, and you at the word background, and you right click, you get the layer dialog. And one of the things you can do is create a new layer. So click on new layer. And when you do that, it opens up a dialog, and you'll see on that it says create new layer. It gives it a layer name. So at the moment it just says layer. I'll show you how to change that later on. It says the width and the height, usually the same as what you got. And it says layer fill type. And it's got foreground, background, white, and then transparency. So we're going to leave it at transparency. I'll show you why in a minute. Just click on OK. Look what happens in the layer dialog to the right. Make sure he's done the same thing.
I followed it.
Okay, if you do the same thing, you have done it, Reg. Okay,
yes.
Good. You've done the same thing. All right. So you've now both got two layers, and you can see what the various layers there. And the new layer that you create becomes the top layer. All right. The top layer always covers the layers below it. Okay, so I'll go back to Diane's screen again. We'll show that. Okay. All right, so Diane, let's say we want to now put a red circle on that layer. Now, one thing about layers that I need to talk to you about both, because you've got multiple layers, you can do things in different layers. If you want to do something in a particular layer, you've got to have that layer selected. For example, at the moment, you've got the top layer selected, Diane, okay? So what I want to do is put another circle on there. I want you to go and grab the circle selection tool from the toolbox on the left-hand side again. Go right over, go over and grab it. It's probably already selected, but anyway, just in case, click on that. Come back in and draw a circle so it's half going over the green circle. That's it, perfect. Let it go. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is go and change the color from green to red over on the color selector. Okay, change to a red. Any of the red. Remember, you've got to click in the red area that you want. That'll do. Okay, click on OK there. Okay, now grab the red and drag it over to the thing there and let it go and watch what happens. Now, what happened there, Diane?
Yeah, I've gone on top of the green one.
Yeah, well, it has. It's
In
gone.
front.
Well, where it's covering the green one, it is. And notice you can't see the green one behind it.
No.
Because the red one is in front of it. Okay, so Reg has done the same thing. I'm just looking at his screen down the bottom with his little screen, and the same thing's happened to Reg. You've done yours to the left, Reg has done his to the right. Doesn't matter, all right? Let's do exactly the same thing again, and we'll put in a blue one this time, but we'll create a new layer. Do you remember how to create a new layer?
Go to the Eclipse tool. And
No.
draw. Yeah.
Layers are over on the right. I haven't created a new layer, Diane. I don't want to do that yet.
Okay. How do I undo that then?
Okay, so where are layers? Where does it say layers on your screen? On the right there. Yeah, okay. So if you click on the word layer, one of those layers there, don't click on the eye, click on the word layer, and then right click there, and then say new layer. No, so we're up, it's right second from the top, new layer. There we are. Once again, it says foreground, background, etc. Click on OK. Okay, we've created a new layer there. Okay. And now you have actually selected that layer on that layer. Just to make sure, draw that circle again, Diane. Okay. Now drag it so it's over the green. I want it to be part of it over the green. Yeah, let that go. That'll do. Let it go. Okay, now go and change your colour from red to blue. So I've got a blue one. I notice, Reg, you've already done this as well. I can see at the bottom of my screen, I've got a little window that's showing me doing that. Okay, now drag the blue over there. Now, interesting, the blue now goes over top of the green. Okay? All right, just in case of your one, Diane, right, you've got that actually, you've got the red, well, your red is more of an orange, but we'll call it red. Red, green, and blue, right? Your layer names over on the right-hand side are just called layer. You've got background, layer, and layer one. You don't have to call it those names. You can go over and click on those names and change it to something else. So the one that's blue, which is right at the top, where it says layer one, double-click on the word layer one. Now, on the word layer one. There, double-click there. Notice you can change that. So just take that out, delete that out, and change it to blue. Out with a keyboard and type in blue. That's right, you can click and drag over that and just type blue. You've still got the other character there. And then do the same thing for the red one and the green. Change the red one to red. You need a double click to change it. Change that to red and the green one to green. And I'll go check Reg what he's doing. I think you've done that already, Reg.
No, I haven't, Jeff.
Well, you've got a slight problem, Reg. So I'll click your blue one. You haven't done as a new layer. You've done it in the same layer as the top layer. So if you just delete that blue thing by pressing Control Z, it should get rid of it.
Oh.
You held down the Control Z, Reg. Remember when I said when you do things, you always got to make sure you don't hold the Z down. You held the Z down and you went for, just do Control Y and see if it puts it back again. No, I don't. Okay. You're going to have to put them back in again, Reg. All right. So change your color to, what do we got? Red first. Just remember, I said to you last time, no, I want you to color it red first. Oh, I'll do it red. Okay, change the color to red. No, Reg, you've got to be right on the black part here to change it to red. Change it to red. Now double click there. Click once there. Change it to red. Good. Okay, click on OK. Yeah, drag the red over into this. No, you got to drag the red over into the circle. Now, before you do it this time, you've got to add a new layer. Doesn't matter that we've done this wrong. We'll keep doing. Do you want to look at Reg's screen at the moment, Diane?
Yes.
You can watch Reg doing it.
How do I do that?
You just go down. Well, you just go down to the bottom where you've got. I'll just quickly back at your screen. Go back to the bottom where you've got Chrome on your taskbar, and then click on the that one where you can see my face on it on the left. There. Now just click on Reg. The name for Regging. Okay. I'll go back to Reg's screen. Okay. You can watch what Reg is doing. Okay. All right, Reg, that's you've done the red one. Add a new layer. So you remember how to add a layer, Reg?
You go to the eye?
No, you don't go to the, well, I think anywhere, I'm not sure about that. You need to be on that thing. No, you need to be on the word probably or something like that.
Open the layer dialog.
No. You need to be in the thing where you had the eye, but I'm not sure if you do. Click anywhere on there. I'm not try right click. Don't click right click. Yeah, there you are. Add a new layer. Okay, click on OK. Okay. All right, you're on that layer now because it's selected. It's blue on the right-hand side, you'll notice.
Yes.
You've already got the selection tool done. Draw another circle over the red, half over the red. Okay, go and change your color to blue. This is how the whole thing works. Okay. Okay, drag the blue into that circle. Okay. Now you need to add another layer before you do the next one. You could do the same thing and add another circle, but it won't be in a different layer. It'll be in the same layer, but we want to have a third layer.
So click there.
Right click, right click.
New layer.
Add a new layer. That's right.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. You'll notice in your layers thing, you've now got a new layer. It's the one at the top. Right. Okay, go to draw the circle again. Okay. Green. Change the color to green. When you change the color, Reg, that's right, you've got to be inside the box to change the color. That's right. Click on a green. Click OK. Drag it into the thing there. Right, let it go. Good. All right, so you've both got three boxes. Now, we need to explain why we're doing this and why we did it in 3 layers. All right. The reason I've basically done it is so as to show what we can do with layers and show how layers work. All right. Okay, I'm going to go back to Diane's screen again now. All right, we'll do it on Diane's screen. Okay, Diane, if you want to go back into your GIMP, click on GIMP. There I can see your screen there. Okay, righto. Righto. So, just to show you how it works, what we didn't do with yours, Reg, is change the name of them, the blue, red, and whatever. And you've still got your green one called background, Diane. You just want to change it to green, the name of the last one. Yeah, double click there. Right. And you can just change that to green. By the way, you don't have to rename your layers, but it helps to rename layers. Usually, the reason you rename it is, in our situation, we've got these things offset. Usually, you've got your layers directly behind your other layers when you're using them, when you're using them in a practical sense, okay? However, we rename them simply so that you've got a better idea what they are. So you have a layer, you may have a layer called, person's face, and then a background scene or something like that. That way, at least you know where your layers are, all right? And it helps if you name them something that means something to you, because just having layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 or background doesn't mean much. Okay. All right. I just want to show you how a couple of things about how the layer dialogues work, and you can probably follow this as well, Reg. Go up to your blue one up there, and notice it's got the eye on the left-hand side. Go over to the eye and click on it and watch what happens. What happened?
It's gone. Removed.
What's gone?
The blue.
It's what? The blue is gone. It hasn't actually gone. You've just switched off that layer. In fact, you haven't even switched off. You've switched off the view to the layer. So if you click on the eye again, what is going to happen? Click on that. No, that area where the eye was. Click there again.
Oh, okay.
It comes back again.
Yeah.
So you go down to the red. Try the same thing on the red. See what happened? Click it again. Same thing on the green. Go down to the green and try it.
I've done something wrong. I've done something wrong on the green. I've changed the name, but it's still it's still in blue. I don't know what happened there.
That's all right. No, that's the in blue just means that's the layer that's currently selected.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's all that means. Remember, I did say that when you're working on something, for example, if you've got the blue one there and you want to work on the red layer, you couldn't work on the red layer because the green one is currently selected. All right, but the green one, you'll notice, is the bottom of the list. Therefore, that's why the red one and the blue one are covering it.
Okay.
Okay. The next thing we'll try. You can switch on or off all the layers in combination. So click on all the eyes of each of them, Diane, and see what happens. Click on it, and the next one, and they all appear to disappear. All right. If you click where the eyes were before, they'll reappear again. Okay. Now, the reason you want to do that is sometimes you'll have something and it's covering something that you don't want. So you want to switch that layer off so you can only see what's behind it. Otherwise, you can't see it. Okay. Now, the other thing about layers is that you need to, you can rearrange the layers. Okay. Example, the blue one at the moment is at the top, right? Now, before we rearrange the layers, I just want to show you something. If you go and click on the Move tool, Diane, the Move tool, and it's got 4 arrows pointing different ways on the left-hand side. Right over to the left in the toolbox, right over, keep coming up. That one, yeah, click on that one. Click there. Okay, that's the Move tool. Now you move back into the screen. So try and grab that blue, the blue one, which is at the top, and drag it to the left. What's happening?
Yeah, it's moved.
See, now notice it covers the other ones because that's the one at the top. Now move it back to where it was before. Okay. And notice when it covers the other ones. Okay. Righto. Now click on the green layer. On the green, no, not on the green thing, on the green layer on the right-hand side. Click on it. Notice it goes to blue. The thing, it's a blue. Now go and point at the green part of it and drag that and move it. Notice what's happening? You can move it, but it's moving behind the other ones.
Yeah, yeah.
And notice you're able to move the green one because currently selected. Move it back to where it was before. You see what's happening? Okay. Question is, do you understand that? I can say you understand. You'll probably tell me yes, but I bet you don't really understand it until you play with it a lot.
Right.
I suggest to you that once you've finished this exercise, after this afternoon or another day, you do the same sort of things. Then you go through and try and work out how this is all working, because it can become confusing. What's at the foreground? What's at the background? What you can move? What you can't move. But one thing, for example, go to the blue one again, and then go to the move one and see if you can move the green. Go to the canvas. My apologies. Go to the canvas and see if you can move the green one. Well, you can. You can. I didn't think you could. Okay. All right. That's interesting. Move it back again. That's something I've learned. I didn't think you could do that. Okay. That's probably because the green canvas you clicked on. I didn't realise that worked like that. I've learned something myself.
So you can move any of those objects anywhere.
Yeah, independent of the other object. So this could be a part of a photo.
Yes.
Part of a photo.
Yeah.
And the advantage is, if you're moving part of the photo, you're not affecting the rest of the photo.
No.
Even though it's going before it and background it up. So you can. This could be, even though we're just working on solid colours, this could be part of a photo. All right, listen, I'm going to have a quick break for a second because I drink too much water. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Can I ask you to both play around with moving these colours around and move them around like we're doing there, and also see if you can move them to make the green on top of the other two colours. See if you can do that while I'm away. Go.
Yeah.
There, Di.
Yeah.
Which tool did you use to change the colours around? Was it the...
I just clicked on these colours over the side here. As soon as he said try and get the green, I clicked on the green. I haven't got the move tool anymore.
Which tool did you use? The one in the third line? The left?
Yeah, the one that says green. Because you haven't changed your names yet, have you? My names are blue, red and green. So the bottom one is the green, the original select. And I clicked on that. Now, all I've done at the moment is get them side by side. I haven't been able to put the green in front. No matter what I do, the green won't go in front. Look, see? It just won't go in front.
But what my question was, which tool did you use out of the toolbox?
I didn't use anything over there at all. Oh, well, we did initially go to this one, this move tool. See this one here with the 4 corners? That was what we initially did with Jeff.
Oh, right.
Yes. See that one, the move tool?
Yes.
So once you've got the move tool, can you see it there on my page?
Yes.
But I can't I can't make the green come in front though. If I click on the red, and I'm moving the red around, and I can put it there, and then I click on the green, but I can't make the green, no matter what I do, I can't make that green go in front, strangely enough. But the blue one, I can move that. I can put the blue one.
I can move them both, but I can't change the light. Oh, the blue's gone behind.
The red's gone behind, and the blue's in front now. But I don't know how you get the green in front. See, no matter what I do with the green, it's going to stay behind, or at least at the side there.
Okay, I'm back. I'm glad you had a go at a couple of things, and you want to get things in front and behind, etc., like that. So, all right. So the reason I left you that problem, I think it's good that I give you a problem and that you try and solve it yourself. And I find, I don't know about you, but I find if I've got a problem and I can't solve it, and I keep on working at it and working at it, I eventually come up with a solution. All right. But then, because I had trouble working it out, I remember it better. Because we've all got problems.
I can't get the red to come in front, and Diane can't get the green to come in front. We must have different colours, but I can't get the red.
What you're doing is just by grabbing them and moving them doesn't make them come in front or go back, because all you're doing is you're just moving those things on the layer that you're currently working on. As I said, think of it as you've got a piece of paper which is semi-transparent, and you've got another piece of paper behind it that's semi-transparent, another piece of paper behind that. And when you're grabbing these pieces of paper, all you're doing is grabbing them one behind the other, right? Yes. What you want to do is take that piece of paper and put that piece of paper in front of the other piece of paper.
Yes.
Okay, understand, Diane?
Yes. I understand what you're saying, but I haven't been able to do it.
That's right. Okay, all right, okay. So you're doing it on the canvas. We need to do it on the layers. Where does it say something about layers?
On the right-hand side.
On the right-hand side, okay. So notice, righto, where you've got your layers, I'm looking at Diane's one at the moment. The blue one is on the top, the red one's underneath that, and the green one's below that. So if you wanted the green one to be on top, you could actually grab the layer and drag it up over the top of the blue one. That's right.
No.
It didn't work. Grab it and drag it again.
No.
Still didn't work. Okay. Now you switched it off with the light, with the eye. Switch the eye back on. Okay. If that doesn't work, Don, you can do it that way to a certain extent. Click on the green one, but notice down the bottom. No, on the green layer, on the green layer. Click on that. Notice down the bottom below that layers, there's a couple of arrows. One pointing up and one pointing down. What do you think the up one does?
Put it in front.
Okay, well, click it once and watch what happens.
Oh.
Up one. Okay, click it again. It moves up again. Now the green layer is on top of the other ones, but you'll notice in this particular case, you can only see the green now. You can't see the blue and the red in your case.
Yeah.
Where were those arrows, please?
Hold on, I'll jump back to your screen to show you that.
Right at the bottom of the box.
I've got two arrows facing down, two V's facing down.
Where's your pointer? Move your pointer around, Rich. I'll see what you. Now the arrows are on the right hand side, underneath the layer, in the layers dialog box. Go to where you got your layers. There. Notice at the bottom of that box coming down further, at the bottom of that box area, below, those arrows, up a bit higher, Rich, those arrows. Okay? need to do first, Reg, is click on the blue one. Click on the blue layer. No, go up and click on the blue layer. No, that's it. Click on the blue layer. That's it. So it's selected. Now go down to the up arrow and click on it once and watch what happens. Notice it moved up one and click at it again. It's moved up one again.
Yes.
So your blue layer is at the top. Okay. Now, in your case, Reg, you've got a red and a blue one there. Okay, but you can't see the green one at all.
You're right about that.
Okay. In the case of Diane, she's got a green one only, and she can't see a red or a blue one. And her red layer is not transparent. You'll notice that the ones that you can't see through are white, and that's because that's the layer we started with, right? And the layer isn't transparent. We can make the layer transparent by creating what we call an alpha channel. An alpha channel just simply means that the layer is able to be transparent, in my crude terms of terminology of doing that. So I'm on Diane's at the moment. So with your, go up to your, click on your green layer, Diane. Yeah, select it, right click on it. And notice third from near the bottom, it says add alpha channel. Go down to there and click on add alpha channel. Further down, that's it, click there. Okay, that has now become an alpha channel. But I still can't see the colors behind it. Why?
Because I haven't clicked on them yet.
No, it has got an alpha channel. Part of it's to the left. Okay, go and grab the green thing with your move tool. Your move tool is already selected, and just drag it to the side a little bit. Okay, it's moving around, and it's an alpha channel, but it's unfortunately it's got a white background, and we can't see through the white background. Okay, that's why it's not working. Okay, just a matter of interest, Diane, go and get the eraser tool over near the brush, over the pink one. That's a click on that. Come back into the thing and just drag over that area there. Drag there. Anyway, notice what's happening. Notice you can start to see the red one coming through underneath it.
Yeah.
That's because you're erasing the white that's on top.
Okay.
I'll go back and do the same thing with Reg now. Okay. Okay, in your case with Reg, your one is the background one. Click on the one that says background, the one that's got the red there. Reg?
Up here, Jeff?
Yeah, that one, click there. Okay, you selected that tool.
All right.
Okay. Okay, we want to add an alpha channel to that one. No, stay where you are on the blue part. No, on the where it's at on the background thing, sorry. On the red channel, on the one that's got the red dot on it. Oh, no, over on the layers, over on the layers to window, Reg. No, right over to the right where you have that's it. Go up to where it says background. Go down to where the blue part that says background. Now right click there. Right click and say add alpha channel. Go down to add alpha channel.
Left click?
Click on it. Yep, left click. Whenever you can see something, always left click on it. Okay. Now, you can't see the green behind you there, can you?
No.
You can only see the red and your blue. Okay, go get your eraser tool. Get the eraser tool. Click on it. Now, below the red and the blue there, below the red and the blue, okay, where that white area is, just drag across there and watch what happens.
Need to click?
Drag. Hold the mouse down and drag. That's what clicking. Okay. Go down lower. Go down lower. Go down lower and do it wider. And go to the right more. And eventually, some green should come through. No, further to the right. No, you have to go to the right of the blue thing, over to the right. Keep going, keep going. There we are. Notice it's going green now.
Yes.
Why is it going green?
Well, that green circle must be there.
Yes, if you have a look at your layers thing, you can see it's behind it. See look at your layers,
Yeah.
dialogue, a window on the right hand side.
Yes.
You can see where you've drawn across there. That's where that actually layer is.
Right.
All right. Okay. So that's what the way layers work. That particular layer, because that's the first one we started with, had a white background. And now because you've deleted the white background and we have an alpha channel, or what's called a transparency behind it, we can actually see through to it. Okay. And you can see what happens. Notice parts of it don't become green. They're the blank area in the layer behind it. Okay. You're getting an appreciation of how the layer works.
Yes, but what do we do with the layers?
The layer it means that you could have a couple of photos. Well, we're actually going to do an example in a minute.
Okay.
We could have a photo.
Yeah,
we could have a photo where we want part of the photo to be lighter than another part of the photo.
Right.
Right. All we can do at the moment is make the whole photo lighter or the whole photo darker. But if we put a layer on it and use another thing we're going to learn a little bit later on called a layer mask, we can make it so that the parts of the photo become lighter and parts of the photo become darker, or parts of the photo become blurred and parts of it become clear. There's a different lighter shade of colour and a darker shade of colour. That's what layers are all about, right? At the moment, you're only just learning about layers. You haven't actually seen a practical application other than what we're doing at the moment. It's not a real practical application, I suppose. Other than the fact you've got a nice, shade of green there, Reg. I'll go back to Diane's and look what Diane's is looking at. Once again, with Diane, you can see because you've coloured your thing, Diane, you've whited that part of it, you can see where the orange is overlaying it.
Yes.
It's coming through, all right? Okay, just to show a few other things again, what you can also, we'll go back to what we're doing before, we can put, for example, the one that's got the white background, if we want that to be at the back, that one we can see all the colours, all right? So you can rearrange your layers so that the one with the white background is at the bottom. Did you remember how we moved the layers to
we just
different
dragged
points?
it down.
Yeah, you could do it that way. Yeah, there you are. You've done that.
So drag the green layer to the top and make it the number one layer.
Yeah. Reg, I'll just go back and have a look at your one.
I'm dragging the green up to the top to make it.
When you drag it to the top, it doesn't work. Quite often what you've got to do is use those little arrows to move it around.
Oh, okay. Right. So it's a layer at the top.
That's right. And the red one's at the bottom in your case one. And you also got some clear underneath it.
So,
Diane's. Look at Diane's one.
If I click on the red and move it.
Hold on, Reg, I'm looking at Diane. While I go back to have a look at yours. You go on.
I'm
click on the red.
The red to the top. So I click on the red and move it down, and it's background.
Yeah, it's now down there. By the way, that's just the name. It's called background. And Diane's, we've called them red, green, and blue. You can call it whatever you like, all right? They're just called layers. Those names, anything that you want to choose to call it. Okay? All right. Going back to Diane's again. Okay? Righto. So, Diane, you've got, you're looking at the top one, okay? And you're currently got the green one selected, even though you can't see the green. Bottom layer, okay? If you want to have it the top layer, you can just use those arrows down below that box to move it up again. Let's see it. Okay. Oh, you just switched the eye off. That's all you did. Click the eye again. Now you can see it all. Now you can see all three colours. So you've got a combination of things that you can do. You can create once you've got the layers, you can switch the viewing of the layers on and off. You can rearrange the layers to put one layer in front of the other layer and the other one. And the top of the layers, the top of these list of layers is the one at the front. The next one is the one behind that, and the next one is the one behind that again. And you can rearrange your layers. Right? There's one other thing that we haven't shown you about layers, which you've inadvertently selected there, Diane. Right? You'll notice your bottom layer now, which is your green layer. You've got another little thing to the right of the eye. What's that? What's that icon?
I don't know what the heck it is.
What's it look like? What's the shape of?
It looks like a paper clip.
Well, it's actually a chain. That's what's meant to be.
Okay.
A chain. So what do you use chains for?
To join things together.
Sorry?
Join things together.
Join things together. Yeah, we chain things together. Look like the old prisoners. So what do you think happens when you chain things together?
They're joined.
They're joined. That's right. So click on the chain on the next one up. Now you've clicked on that one. Click that one again. So they've got chains on all of them. That one, and the next one up. Okay. Righto. Now go and get the Move tool. Click on that. And grab any of the areas and try and move it. Grab in the canvas and grab it and move it. Watch what happens. Notice because you've chained them together, they all move together.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you unlink them, undo the chains and move some of them. Undo the blue one. Now move one at a time. Leave the red and the green one together. And move the blue one. We lost you for a minute there, Reg, and you come back again.
Yeah, my mouse froze again, Jeff.
Okay. All right. What we're just showing, and I'll do this one on yours as well, we're showing how you can chain, you can link so that they operate as if they're one layer. So I'll go back to your screen, Reg.
I just clicked on Gimp again. Oh, yeah, I've got to start up Gimp.
Shut it all. If you ever lose it, Reg, you don't have to shut down Gimp. You can keep Gimp going so that when you come back, you're at the same spot again.
How do you do that?
Just keep Gimp going. I don't know what you did. Did you shut down Gimp?
I had to shut the
whole computer down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you've got a fault with your computer. Your mouse keeps hanging occasionally, Reg.
Yeah, and I've changed the mouse, and it must be in the computer.
Okay, you've got a mouse driver problem. I suggest you update your mouse driver. That will fix that. Fix that anyway.
Thanks, Jeff.
It's nothing to do with the mouse itself. Okay. All right. While I'm waiting for you, can I ask, Reg, when you get it going, that you create the three circles again, and we'll start doing things. Diane's moving her things around, trying them out now. I can see that. All right. So she's switching on and off the links and moving around. So you can see, Diane, by switching on and off those links, you're able to move independently of one another. And there'll be times when you want to do that. Sometimes you'll have 3 or 4 layers. And you want to move them as one layer. And sometimes you don't want to move them. You want to move them as independent layers or do things independently on each other. Remember how to create a new file, Reg? It's good practice for you. It's good practice that your mouse is packed in, Reg. It gives you more practice.
So
do you know how to make a new one?
I'll have to start again, Jeff.
Yeah. So how do you create a new
blank canvas? File.
No, you need a new file. That's right.
New. create new image.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
Okay.
And
Okay. Now you want
color
to circle in it
selector.
somewhere? Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
Actually, rid of the
I've got-
circle. Get rid of that, Reg. Get rid of that. Control Z once only will get rid of that. Hold down the control and press Z once. Now you want to create you want to select a circle. It's the selector at the top. That's it. Okay. All right. Okay. Make it any. Go and select a color. You need red, blue, and blue. Red, blue, and green. Collect them in any order that you want. I'll leave you back to doing that. Oh, remember, each time you do it, before you do the green one, the blue one, you've got to create a new layer, and you do that over in your layers thing. I'll go back to Diane and see what Diane's doing. Or you're watching Reg.
Yeah, I was watching.
Yeah, Diane's watching Reg.
Can I copy the colors that Diane's got? Oh, no, I can't get that. I can. Okay. So click OK. Click and drag the circle over. Okay.
Drag the color over. Now you need a new layer, Reg. How do you get a new layer?
Layer. Open the layers dialog. Or open the channels.
No, not channel. You just need to be on the existing layer, on the existing one that says background there, and right click.
New layer.
Okay.
Left click.
Right. Yep. Okay. And you can see you've now got two layers there. Now go, and by the way, you don't have to do it in these orders. You could do it in a different order. You could have added another layer again and add the 3 layers. Okay, doing good, Reg. Okay. All right, so you're now getting a blue one. Great. Grab the blue and whack it in there. Okay, and we need a green one. No, but we need the new layer first, Reg.
Oh, yeah, I've forgotten already how to do the layer. Oh, there we are. And the green.
Yeah, but we need to. But you've selected a green. If you painted the green on the circle now, you'd be doing it on the red layer. What we've called the red layer anyway. So you need to add a new layer. Nah, add the new layer first. You haven't added a layer. If you look on the right-hand side where your layers are, you've only got one for blue and one for red. You haven't got one for green yet. Right-click. New layer. Okay, great. And that can be your green one. You've already got. Put the circle over the other circle, and then we'll just show you how you can move them around together or individually, like we did for Diane.
Should have drawn the circle first.
Doesn't matter. You can just draw the circle again now. There we are. That's it. Now grab the green. Okay. Now that you've got that like that, Reg, right? What I'd like you to do is go and grab the move tool. Go and grab the move tool. It's over on the left-hand side. It's the one with the 4 crop. No, one to the left of that. That's the alignment one. That's the move one. You know which one it is when you put the pointer on it. Tells you a little thing. Go and grab the blue. Try and grab the blue. Move it. So you're moving it, and the other ones aren't moving. Put it back to where it was. Okay. Yes. Now, where you've got the layers window on the right-hand side, where you've got the blue layer, click to the left of where it's got the layer and to the right of no. So it's got a little box to the left of that. Point it out. No, not the I box, the other box. Click on that. No, come down. You'll need to be on the blue one. Come down to the blue one. A little box to the left of that's appearing. Go to that little box there. Click on that. What happened?
I think it shot up.
Watch what happened when you clicked on it. What happened to where you clicked? There's a little chain icon. Click it again. Okay. It hasn't done anything to the image at all. All it's done is put a little chain there. Okay. Click on that. Okay. Now go and move. Now go. The move tool still selected. Go into back of your canvas. Now drag the blue. No, drag the blue one. The blue one. Drag it. Move it. It's still moving all by itself. Okay. Okay. Put it back to where it was. Okay. Now go up to the green dialog in the brushes dialog on the right-hand side. No, on the brushes dialog. Now click on the chain there. No, on the little chain. That's it. Now you clicked on the blue one, Reg. I want it on the green one. Green one. And click on the blue one as well. Below it. I want the chain on both. Right. Now, what do you think is going to happen if you move the blue thing in the canvas now? Go and grab it and move it.
The green moves as well.
But not the red. Put them back where they were. Okay, now click on, put the chain on the red one and see what happens. And then move it. Now go and move. Now all three of them move together.
Yes.
Okay. And by the way, we're moving the whole layer, not just the individual item in the layer. We're moving the whole layer.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Righto. Did that? You're watching that, were you, Diane?
Yes. Yeah.
It's good to watch what Reg is doing as well.
Yes,
seeing you've done it. Reg gets to do it. You're seeing what Reg is doing it, and vice versa. Okay. We'll do that. Okay. All right. Back to your one, Di. Okay. We've learned a little bit about layers. What I want to do is introduce you to a Scottish gentleman. I don't know his name. Oh, I do know. Oh, I'll find out his name later on. Who taught me a whole lot of things yesterday about layers, and also not only layers, but also layers and layer masks. He's done a video, so we'll watch his video for a little while, especially his introduction to the video. Now, unfortunately, I would normally put it on a website so you can go straight to it, but we won't be able to do that. So if you go back to, Diane, if you go back to your Chrome screen down the bottom, go back to your Chrome screen and watch Diane's screen. And and go down and add a new, click on your Chrome screen again, Diane. Click on that one, that'll do. You have to add a new tab. You click on tab. And just type in, as you search, Gimp layers and Gimp layers.
Am I in the right place? Am I in the right place?
Yeah, you're in the right place. Layers and what is it called?
Masks.
Layers and
masks.
I forgot. Hold on, I've got to look at it back up on mine. Go up, so I should have it. And masks. And masks. M-A-S-K-S. Masks. Okay, layers and masks. And press enter.
Presenter.
Yep. No, yes. No. And then press the enter key, not type in press enter. Take that out. Sorry. My apologies.
Speak English. Speak English.
Okay, and then press the enter key. Don't write and then press enter. Fortunately, Diane, do you realise you have not got the proper Google?
I know. I got this bloody thing here and I hate it and I haven't been able to get rid of it.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Click where it's got web there. Click on images for the results. It's got web highlight. Click on images. No, not images. Sorry. Too late. I meant to say videos. Click on videos. Videos is there as well. Click on the videos. Okay. All right. It may appear there. Scroll down, and I'll see if we can find the one where I'm after. Yeah, see the one that says layers and masking. Click on that one.
This one here.
That one, yep.
There's several.
Now, just that one. Click that one. Close the masking. Click that one. Okay, and the videos have started. Okay. All right. Click on the pause.
Quick introduction to mastering.
Okay. Now this is a Scottish guy. I think he's Scottish. Am I doing the wrong thing? I hope he's Gaelic or something. That was Scottish, was it?
He's Scottish, yes.
Sounded Scottish to me. All right. Okay. Well, watch him for a little while because he does a really, really good explanation of what layers and masking is. So press on him and watch him for a while.
Masking within the Gimp editor. First, back to basics. As someone
shall I click on Diane's screen?
Yeah, switch over to Diane's screen so you can watch it.
In the traditional way, because this helps to understand, and used to need a lot of chemistry and bits of paper to develop prints. And you would have a machine like this, which would shine a light through a transparency down onto your photosensitive paper underneath it. And you'd have a dark room and you need a certain timer. Now that's where it came from. So let's consider having a piece of photosensitive paper. Because what threw me was I didn't understand masking in traditional terms. Now you would have a negative, which is a transparency, and you shine a light through that to the photosensitive paper at the back, and then you develop it with chemicals to get your developed print. Okay.
Just want to pause it there for a minute, Diane.
Now, if you add a mask.
Okay, so what he's saying there is, as it said, that the whole concept of Gimp is to do with initially to do with photography, and I think I mentioned to you in another lesson that some of the terminology that they use in Gimp comes from photography, and in photography, what they allow you to do is you project something through a transparency. Remember when you used to have the old slideshows? Print it onto paper. I don't know if you people but that's how, when you took photos on the old way of doing things, that you took a photo and the photo was on a negative and then they print the negative onto paper, right? So that's how it works. And Gimp, layers in Gimps is much the same. He's going to explain that. By the way, Don, if you just click on the X on that screen there that's over the top of this one, it'll get rid of that thing. No, move your point, I can't see it. Where it's got that layer over the top of, you've got at the moment.
Oh,
see
okay, yeah.
It's got that X, that just gets rid of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just play the video again. We'll watch a little bit more. And now he's going to explain what a mask is.
Mask is removing what would have come through from the transparent negative. So in this case, we've blocked out part of the thing to get that tree. So let's go a stage further and we'll use 2 layers, 2 transparent negatives. And in this time, we're going to start using a different type of mask. We're going to use masking tape to literally tape things out so that we can only expose part of the image, thus giving us 2 layers and a masked area to give the smiley face a moustache. Now, masks need not be totally black. They could be transparent. And if you think black through to not black, no, So now, with those basic ideas, let's look at using the Gimp for editing photos to edit these images.
Okay. I just want you to pause it there, Diane. Okay. Okay. You can watch the rest of this video later on, right? But he goes on to explain what Gimp is and, you know, how to set up Gimp and a few things like that. Then he goes into, so if you just want to minimize, come out of full screen for a second, press your escape, it'll figure out a full screen. Okay, right, and go back to Gimp. We'll do some things that he's going to explain, but basically,
Jeff, are you going to have?
Did you understand?
Are you going to have this video on your web page so that we can?
When I get my web page going again, yes, I will.
Okay.
Right? And this recording will be there. But if you want to, if you want to go back and bookmark that before you go.
Sorry?
Go back to that. You can go back and bookmark that if you want to, so you can get back to it afterwards.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that later.
Okay, all right, but it's still going to be there. Don't just make sure you don't switch it off later on.
Well,
Okay, now having.
How do I bookmark it? I go up here, and then it says ask.com.
No, that's not what you're going to be bookmarking.
Okay, so how?
I wouldn't. You can't bookmark it because the ask thing's taken. Bookmark. Click on that one.
I know. I need to get rid of
that ask thing. Yeah. All right. Don't worry about that for the minute. Don't close the window though. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's. What we've done so far is we've just shown you what the layers are. There's another part to this whole thing, which is called masks. Now, you saw in that video that he showed you, he showed, for example, a circle in a, for example, you would, if you're projecting a photo through, when they're projecting it on paper, if they want it to be round on the outside, they put a round mask on it so that the image just becomes round. Right? So we could do a similar sort of thing. But that's only one thing that's what it's used for. So what I'm going to do now is we'll get rid of this image that we're currently working on. We'll close it. We'll close them all off. We'll get you to open up an image that you people have already been using, any one of your photo images. And what we're going to do is make it so that we have multiple masks of the same, multiple images of the same thing, and we'll look through it. Now, we probably won't get through all this today, and we'll probably do it next week. But anyway, we'll see what happens. So you can discard that one. You can do the same thing, Reg. Get rid of that image, and then call up a photo, any photo that you've got, something with a bit on it.
How do you get rid of the image, Jeff?
Just close it up in the top right-hand corner where it's excess.
Okay.
Click that. Save changes. Discard changes. Now you want to discard, Reg, discard changes. Okay. Okay, now just do File, Open, and open up any image you want to work on, one of your photos. Open. And I'll go back to Diane's. Preferably something with colour in it, Diane.
Yeah, I haven't got that many. Let me go to desktop.
That'll
okay.
Okay, Reg has already opened up his one. Okay. All right. That one will do, Diane. If it's okay, click on it to open it. Click on Open.
What?
I haven't seen that message before.
No.
Convert the image to RGB. Yeah, do a convert on that one. Okay. All right. All right. So you've got something there, Diane, and you've got something there, Reg. Now, one of the things about images, what we've done so far is we've just we created an image from scratch, and then we made other layers. And the other layers we created from scratch. We created an image, and then we added new layers to the image. What you can also do with layers is you can copy layers. So if you go to that layer on the layer window on the right, dialogue on the right hand side there, Diane, and just point to it.
Which
just
one?
point at it.
Here?
No, that one there. Yeah. Now right click on it. Right click, and notice it says somewhere duplicate layer. Go down to where it says duplicate layer and click on that. And there you are. You now have got two exact same copies of exactly the same thing. Two layers.
Right.
Righto. That means that they're both perfectly lined up. Right?
Yes.
Now what he does, this guy that does in his thing later, he actually moves the layers around so you can see them offset from one another. Okay? We can do the same thing, but in fact, I think it's a good idea to do that. So I'll do the same thing with Reg before we go along. So I'll just check with you, Reg, if you've done. No, you haven't done it. Okay, so Reg, if you do the same thing, if you put it on up on the layers thing, good. Right click on it and go down to where it says duplicate layer. It's about fourth from the top, Reg. There it is. Click there. Okay. And now you'll notice in your dialogue you've got two layers exactly the same. Okay.
Right. Yep.
Righto. Okay. Now that we've got two layers, we can work on each of those layers as if they're different to one another. But also you can introduce the next thing, which is a layer masking, which we'll talk about in a minute. We'll get going. All right. Okay. My phone's ringing. Someone else. All right.
His phone's out.
That's my phone, but someone else, Marg's going to get it for you anyway. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'll stay on your one for the moment, Reg. What we're going to do now is we'll actually move the second layer slightly to the right. Okay. So if you click on that layer, okay, go and get the move tool over on the left-hand side. Okay. Then go back to the layer. On the canvas, sorry, the canvas, not the layer, sorry, the canvas, and drag it slightly to the right. We lost you again then, did we, Diane, for a while?
Sorry, I'm not sure what I did. I was trying to see what you were doing with Reg. And okay. I went down to here. I don't know, somehow I lost it anyway. I'm back on.
What you did is, the reason you lost it is you closed off Google Chrome. Google Chrome is running this whole thing.
Okay.
Never switch off Google Chrome. Okay. Have you still got your GIMP going there, Diane? That's enough, Reg. Let it go there. Okay. All right. Okay. Righto. Just to, I'll just go back to Diane for a minute, Reg. You're looking at Reg's screen, are you, Diane? Can you just go into GIMP then, Diane? Have you got GIMP still going?
Yeah, I've got my picture up, yeah.
Okay. You can do the same thing. What I want you to do is go and grab the move tool.
The move tool, which is this one, yes.
That's already selected there. Click on that. Grab the image.
Yes.
Put it in the middle of the image. Grab and drag it off to the right a little bit, halfway across.
Yes.
Now you've done this on the top layer. Now let it go. Okay. Righto. So you've done it yours on the. In fact, if you just undo that, Diane, Control Z. Okay. Now click on the second layer. We'll do it on the same as Reg. Click on your second layer. Now do the same thing. Move the image. I look to be doing exactly the same thing, but at least we're doing it on the second layer. Okay. That's enough. Let it go. Okay. Now, by the way, there's a function within, you notice you've made layers hanging off the screen, right? Hanging off the canvas. That's because our canvas is still too small. What we can do, I'll do this on Diane's and I'll go back and do it on yours, Rich. If you go to what it is, I think, image, and you'll notice there's a thing that says fit canvas to layers. Go down to that. Okay. You'll notice your canvas is now physically bigger. You drag it back a little bit. You drag it to the right. Do the scroll bars at the bottom of the screen. At the bottom of the screen, the scroll bars, you can see you've now got a wider canvas than what you had before.
Yeah.
You can't see it, Diane. You need to drag it across so you can see it. No, not the image, the scroll bars at the bottom of the
Okay.
Yeah, just drag it across. You can see now. You can see it. It's wider.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can now do things on one of those images and have it not affect the other.
Okay.
Sorry, I've got to use the right terminology. I've said that wrong. We can do things on one of the layers without it affecting the other layer. For example, we could take somebody's nose off on that top layer, but it won't affect the bottom layer.
Okay.
All right. We want to make that person's face brighter, and we do that on one layer, but we don't do it on the bottom layer.
Okay.
So that part of the image can be done on one layer and part of it can be done on another layer. All right? Okay? All right, so that's what we're going to do. Just by the way, I'll do the same thing with Reg's thing. He hasn't got his duplicated. The same thing, go to your Windows, go to the, up on your menus at the top left-hand side, up the top there, and go to the, what's the name menu? The image menu, and then go down to where it says, was it fit canvas to layers? Yeah, click on that. I notice your canvas gets bigger. All right, you can actually make that canvas full size if you want to now, and you can see both of them, both parts of that at the same time, one overlapping the other, and your whole canvas is wider now. Because you couldn't see that part of it.
Yes.
Now, what we're going to do now is create a mask. And this mask allows us to see the part through to the other side, but the mask allows you to do things that otherwise you couldn't do. All right? So on your one, Reg, I'm just going to go up to that second layer again.
Yes.
No, on the layers window. In the layers window, that's right. Right click on it. And you'll notice there's a whole section there about masks. And it says add a layer mask in the third section down. Add layer mask. Click on that. And when it comes up, it opens up with a dialogue. And this dialogue says add a mask to layer. You can't see this, can you, Diane, at the moment?
Yes, I'm watching.
Okay, good. All right. And you can make the layer, as it says, initialize layer mask to white, black, layer, all sorts of things and channels. We want to make it to white, and I'll explain what the other ones are later on. Just click on the add button at the bottom. Up at your screen now, you look at your layers area, it's got another little box to the right-hand side. That's indicating that that particular layer has a mask, which means that mask can be used to do things. Now, Reg will remember, because he did one of our the classroom classes, woman's face that had a background, and we used the mask to completely remove the background. Remember that, Reg?
No.
You don't remember? Okay.
You've got a better memory than me, Jeff.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah, all right.
take your word for that.
I've got a memory for I've got a good memory for events, allows you memory for no. Okay. So that's what that mask allows us to do. Now, what it means though is we can change the transparency of that mask and make some things come through and some things don't come through on that mask. And I can't think of a good example of what to do it at the moment. But anyway, if we go to at the moment and change your color that's currently green, Reg, and change it to white. Okay, and there's a white box there somewhere. There'll be one of the boxes down the bottom. One of them will be white. There, that. And click on OK.
Oh,
there's a grey or white.
That's a slightly greenish color.
Okay, all right. We don't want it. We want pure white. Okay, so you're going to have to go up to, I don't know, where we find a white one.
No, that's white. That's just the, that is white, the one he's picked there.
Okay.
I think it's got a greenish.
Yeah, it is white.
Okay, click on OK and we'll see how we go. Okay. Now I'd like you to go and grab the paintbrush tool, Reg.
No, he's right. It's a bluey colour.
Okay, click on that. We'll see what happens anyway. Click there. Now go onto the image, the right-hand side of the image, which I think is the paint on a particular area. It's too, the image is too small, right? Go to the size of it, the tool on the left-hand side, and make the tool larger. Now, on the left-hand side under Tool Options. No, keep coming down, keep coming down. Size. Now up the one that says size. Now higher, higher. That one. Drag it so it's bigger. No, you're dragging the whole thing. Click there. Click there. So that's it. Now move back onto the. No, it's too big. Oh, that's okay. That'll do. Okay. Okay. Now go back to where you had the tool and drag across it, right across the image.
Right across the image.
Right across. Drag across from left to right. Click and drag.
I'm clicking.
Hold the mouse down.
Yeah.
Now hold the mouse down and drag it right to the right of the image. Right across the image. Not just a dotted line, right across.
Like that?
No, no. Bring it onto the image itself. Hold the left mouse button down and drag right across to the right. Keep going, keep going. No, 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 no. Not that. No, no. No, where you had it before, the paintbrush.
The paintbrush.
Go back onto the image. Move the pointer back to the image. Hold the left mouse button down and drag to the right. Sorry, apologies, to the left. Apologies. I'm getting the left and right mixed up. Drag to the left. Hold the button down and drag to the left. Keep going, keep going. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Okay. All right. I know why. Just go up to the menu at the top and click on Select. It's clicked on All. Okay. Now make it full screen again. Okay. And click on, I'm not sure which layer we're on. Click on the, click on the second layer on the right hand side. Just click there once so it highlights it in blue. Now on where it says the layers, over on the right hand side, the layers menu, the layers, click there.
Click there?
No, and on the photo itself, in that part. There, click there. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now go back onto the palette, onto the drawing. Now click and drag it across. Nothing's happening still.
No.
Okay. What have I done wrong? Okay. Click on the top layer. Hold on. Cancel. What's that? Click on the top layer in the layers dialog. In the layers dialog, click on the top. No, the top layer. The one. No, the top photo. Click there. No, down lower. There. No, lower. Lower. There. Click in there. The top one. Top one. Click that one. Okay. Now go into the area and drag on it. There.
Right.
Now it's working. Okay. Right.
So
all right. The only thing is, keep dragging all the way across. Keep dragging all the way. Keep dragging, keep dragging, keep dragging. Notice it works on that layer, but it's not working on the layer below it.
yes.
Okay, and what's supposed to happen is the layer below it's supposed to come through if it was white, if we've got a mask set up, but it's not working. It is a greeny color, not a white. Okay. Just a matter of interest, Rich, see on the color selector, see the little, there's a little arrow left and right on that in the top right hand corner. Go up into that. No, on the color selector over on the tools on the left hand side. That's it. Come down on the color. Normally where we select our color. You know, where we select the green. And now come down into the color selector. But don't click on that. There's a little arrow left and right. That's going to swap the foreground with the background. Your background's currently white. We're going to make the foreground white as well. Where there's a little arrow, move the pointer slowly to the right. No, up to the, so there's a little arrows pointing left and right. Come up to that.
In the tool options?
No. On that green bit, put it back on that green bit again.
Right-hand corner.
Okay, slightly to the right of that. There's an arrow to the left and an arrow to the right. That's it there. Click on that. That's swapped the foreground and background colors. So your foreground color is now white. Okay. Okay, now go and drag right across the image again.
Click on the white?
No, yeah, well, the right's already, don't need to click on it, it's already selected. Now click drag across. And it's still coming out white. Why is it not coming out black? Oh, I know why. I know why. Sorry. Once again, things that get confusing. Go up to your top layer again. As control. Click on that, right click on that. Right click. Right click. Go down to say add alpha channel. Right near the bottom. Add alpha channel. Now you let it go. Do it again. You didn't go down to add alpha channel. Down to say add. Oh, you did. Sorry, my apologies. Has been added, right? Okay, now go back and. Okay, don't remove it. Just leave it like that. So go. Sorry, I didn't see. It's slow when your mouse movement is a little slower on my computer. That's why I'm doing that. Okay, now click away from that. Click there. Just click there. Get rid of that menu. Now drag across the screen and let's see what happens. No, it's still not coming through. I don't know why. Okay, try the second layer. Click it on the second layer. I might have my layers mixed up. Now drag right across the image. Again, all the way. Keep going. It's working on that one, but there's nothing behind it. All right, I'm getting this mixed up, so we're just mixing things up, and I obviously don't know enough about it to be able to teach this to you two. That's my fault. All right.
That's all right.
I'm setting up masks and doing them the wrong way. All right. We're better off probably letting this go for the moment, and I'll come back and do it again the next session. But anyway, we need to do more on masks, and I'm not doing the masks the right way. I've set up a mask, but not done it the right way. Just a matter of interest is the last thing. Go up to the top layer. Click on that. Right-click on that, sorry. And go down to add layer mask on that one.
Add layer mask?
Add layer mask.
Yeah, click on there. Click on it. Okay, click on OK. Oh, add, sorry. Okay. Now go to draw across it again with white. See what happens. That layer. Click. You go up to the layer again and click on the layer itself. Click there. Click there. So it's in blue. Click it. Okay. Now go and drag across it. No, still not doing what I want it to do. Okay. I've done something's wrong. I don't know what. This is the trouble with Gimp. Unless you get all your parameters correctly, it doesn't do what you want to do. I want to actually create a layer mask, and it's not doing what I want it to do. Okay. All right. I know other ways of doing it, but I wanted to do it showing this way.
Right.
All right. I'll go to Diane's and try it with Diane's and see what happens. All right.
Good.
We'll just try something different on Diane's. All right.
Yes.
Diane.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here. I've been trying to do what Reg was doing, and I didn't really have much success.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Could you bring me up?
All right. We'll do it a slightly different way.
Can I go back to normal every time I press Control Z, it gets bigger. Because I've got the magnifier up there. I don't know how I got that.
Because you've selected the magnifier at some stage, right?
Okay.
Well, all you do, press the minus key on your keyboard, it'll just go smaller. Press the minus key on your keyboard.
Okay. Yeah.
There,
Okay.
there we are. Let's go small. Okay. We'll get back to the basics. Let's get rid of this whole image and start again. We'll call up the image again. Just do close that image. We'll start again. Try one more time. Okay. What I'm going to do is call up that image. Right? We'll add an alpha channel to it. Then we'll add a mask to it, and then we'll try converting to black and white, and we'll do a few things. Open up the image again. You want to watch this, Reg?
I'm just trying to, Jeff. I'm just trying to get rid of this image and watch the screen, the Diane screen.
Okay, all you've got to do, Reg, is click on Google down on the bottom of your screen. You don't have to get rid of the image. Okay, and click on the left-hand one there, that's it. And click on the Diane's one.
Champion.
Okay, good, okay. All right,
Well,
back to the Diane's screen. Sorry?
That's a bit.
What'd you say?
They're both smiling in that photo.
All right. Okay, let's say what we want to do is make part of that, keep part of that image, right? On one thing. We could do it a different way, but I'm going to do it a technique of using a mask, all right? Okay, righto. So what we do is, first of all, we add an alpha channel to it, right? That way we can see through this image, all right? So you go up to the right there, that's right, Diane, right click there.
Sorry, that was a left click.
Right click.
Right click, yeah.
Go down and it says add alpha channel near the bottom.
Done.
That just means we'll be able to see through the image later on. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Right. Now what we're going to do now is make a copy of that image, all right, in another layer. So right click on the layers again. Right click on the layer thing.
Oh.
No,
okay.
on the right click on the little photo on the layer. No. Actually, you can do it there, but we won't do it there. Right click there. And go to duplicate layer. Okay. Okay, now go up to your top layer again. What we're going to do is first now convert this image to black and white. Okay. It says colors on the main menu.
Oh, over here on colors. Yes.
Yeah.
Colors, yes.
Okay. And go to where it says desaturate, the top of the bottom of the that section. Now, what this is going to do is make the colors lighter or darker, all right? And make it into, sorry, black and white. So just click on OK on there. Now, what you can do is you can make a mask out of this image. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm doing this the right way around, but we'll soon find out. Okay. Okay, so let's say you wanted to keep just the girl's face there. Daughter, is it?
Yeah.
Diane? That's not your daughter. That's not your daughter, is it?
Granddaughter. Granddaughter.
No, granddaughter, okay. All right. Let's say you just want to keep your granddaughter's face, but nothing else. Not her hair, not anything else. Okay. All right. So we're going to show you how we can do it, and it'll pick the edges of her face, even though her hair is touching it. All right. What we do now is we want to make her face as white as possible. So we can do that by setting the contrast. So if you go to colors again and go to where is it? It says brightness contrast. Now what I want you to do is initially say turn the brightness up a little bit, let it go. That's pretty white. That's a bit too much. About halfway down, Diane, halfway. between that and the other one. That'll do. Turn the contrast down. No, too far. Want the blacks to be as black as they can, especially her hair. Maybe we need to turn it up. No, perhaps turn it up. So the hair is really, really black. That's it. Bit more. Bit more. Okay, see her hair is really black and her face is white.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll say okay to that. Okay? All right. All right. Now, to be able to use the mask, I'll explain how the mask works a little bit later on, but basically a mask is either black or white, but it can also be shades of black and white, and you'll see what happens when we do this as we go through it. What we want to do is the bits that are white we want to make black, and the bits that are black we want to make white, so we can invert this photo. So if you go to colours again, go to colours, and go down to where it says invert. Top section, that's it. Click on that. You'll notice now the face has gone black where it was white, and her hair has gone white where it's black. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is this system, the way it works with doing this, is you can make it so that all of her, I'm going to make, if we did this at the moment, using this as a mask, we would lose her eyes and that area, because her eyes are currently white. And her eyes, and make her eyes black. Hold on, I'm not sure. I'm going to get this mixed up. If it doesn't work, we'll do it the other way anyway. We'll just do it as it is and see how it comes out, all right? We'll see how it comes out without doing any changes to it. But what you can do is actually go in with a brush and paint white over the top of her face, so all her face is going to come out, and we'll see what happens anyway. All right. So what we're going to do now is copy this whole thing. So if you go up to the edit command and say copy. No, not copy. Better still, do cut. Click on cut. Okay, and the whole thing disappears because we cut that thing out. All right. Okay, and we've only got the one layer now. Okay, go to where your layers are there. Okay, right click on it and say add duplicate layer. I think this is going to work. Go to the second layer, right click, hold on, and say add layer mask. Yeah.
So
it's white.
we've got
okay.
white, black.
Yeah. Okay. Click on. Okay. So the mask is going to be white. Click add. Okay. Now, go up to edit. And click on that. And go down to paste. The way I wanted it to. Hasn't done the way I wanted to do. I've probably done it to the wrong one. Listen, as I said, I've messed this up. I'm going to have to learn more about it. Well, what I should have done is followed the video. Because I'm obviously not getting it in the right order, and that's what's going wrong. Okay. For today, and I'll come back and we'll do it again another day, or you want me to try go back to the video?
I've just about had enough, Jeff. It's been nearly 2 hours.
All right. Okay. We'll call this quits, and unless you want to just watch me quickly do it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine, Jeff.
Okay. I'll see if I can do it. I can't remember. I might have to go back to things. Switch. Go back to switch screen sharing off. And I'll have to switch my screen sharing on, and you can see me doing it. I can see you, Reg.
I can see you, Jeff, now.
Well, I can see
And
you.
Diane's you're not screen sharing. Diane, just switch your screen sharing off. That's it. Good.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So if you want to, I'll do a screen share. I'll be able to show you how to do it. All right. And I'll. I think I can. All right. All right. Screen share. Okay. Okay. That work?
I can see Diane now.
Now you can see me. No, that's all right. I am screen sharing. That's not a problem. Okay. I'll go to Gimp. Screen on Gimp. Okay. Whoop, what did I do? Okay, there's my Gimp screen. You can see my Gimp screen now?
Yes.
Okay.
I can.
All right. You can, Diane?
Yeah.
Okay. Righto. Okay, so I'm going to have to open up an image. I only hope this is all going to work. What I might do is to make it a little bit easier on me is to go to my Chrome. Just there, and I'll just go back because I've got one there. This is the video that shows you how to do it. All right, and I'll just follow his steps to show you how I'm following his steps. Now I know what he does to start with, so just have to wait for a second for it to come up.
Then you've got our mask that we're going to build up. I'm just going to double click on that, change that to mask so I know that that one's that. Hit my enter key.
Okay.
Make sure you have that layer selected. So over here on the right, select that layer. Go into your colors, and you want to desaturate.
Okay. All right, hold on.
So we're going to
do it the same way this guy's doing it. You can see all this, can you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is do the same thing. I'm not going to have the same image. I'm going to call it a different image. All right. And hold on, just go back to the beginning to make where he opened up the photo. Make sure I got it right. This will be a bit slow.
save each one of these individual hairs and these gaps and stuff in here. So we're going to use layer masking to take care of that detail. So first step is to bring the picture in. Second step is to add a transparency to that layer. So I'm adding a transparency.
Yeah, he does add an alpha channel. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. My Gimp. Okay. I'm going to open an image. File. Open. I've got one that I had here the other day, which was that image there. Photo my wife took the other day, some flowers in the backyard. There's an image. You see a flower there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is add an alpha image. He went to image, and it said, looks like it's not there. Layers. Layers.
Now he went to transparency.
Yeah. Okay. Transparency. Add alpha channel. Notice you can do that there. Right?
Yeah.
Which is exactly the same as going over here and saying add an alpha channel. So down here, same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what he's done first. Okay. Right. So we'll see what he does next. Okay. All right. So this is how I follow what they're doing. Then he's going to
mask, so I know that that one's that. Hit my enter key.
He's obviously then
Add
duplicated it.
There in
So
place.
he added to it. So I'll do that bit. Okay. Didn't actually say that, so I'm going to duplicate this bit. So I'll go to there. I'll go to duplicate layer. Top one, transparent mask. So I'm going to change that to mask. Is all right. So that one's the mask. So now that one's led. Then I think convert it to black and white, right? And then does what he does with it then. So I'll do a similar sort of thing. So I'm going to go to colors, desaturate. Okay, so it's now black and white. I also go to colors again and go to, and I want to make it the lights and the dark. Light, dark's dark. So it's really black and really white. See that one there? Can you both see that?
Yeah.
Reg, you see that?
Yes, Jim. Sorry.
Okay. You can see where the black, the whole black, the bottom is really dark, and all the things at the top that are white are light. Okay. So I've done that. Okay. And I'm okay on that. I'm happy with that. All right. Whole thing. So I go to colors and say invert. White is black and what is black is white. Okay. Rightio. I'll just go back to see what he does next, because this is the bit where I got confused. All right.
Make sure you have that layer selected.
So that's what he's doing.
Over here on the right, select that
He's
layer.
going to. I'll just
And
jump
we're going
forward
to
a bit.
say OK to that.
He's desaturated it. Okay.
I'm going to go back.
Going to invert it.
I want
He does a little bit
that
fancier.
filled in there. So
Okay, he's
kind of a
inverted.
balancing act.
In a minute.
All right. Here. So with this is kept.
So there's he's got it
over
inverted.
here, and all
Now the
these
difference
areas
is
will be kept.
he goes through
All these little
and
black
whites out
gaps
the whole
and things
face in a
you see
minute.
here
Watch what happens.
disappear. I'll do. A.
See, he's now whiting out her whole face.
Yeah.
Yep.
See that?
Yes.
So if I want to do the same thing, for example, I want to keep that rose there, right? That rose is in black, right? Notice that bit that's white is going to stand out, but I'll miss the rose bit, which is up there. If I wanted to keep that, I'd have to white it out. For example, I wanted to keep these flowers here, I'd have to white it out. So what I can do is I'll invert my colors. Okay. I'll get a painting tool, which I'm going to do, a paintbrush, there it is. I'll go in here and I'll make white. Making it all white. And I'm going to have all that area there white as well. Because I want to keep the glass and I want to keep all that white. What I'm doing. Okay. That's just a rough thing. I haven't done it very well, but I've done it like that. I'll just actually get a bit of at the top there. By the way, I'm getting closer and do the top of the glass, which I want to keep as well. So everything that's in that white mask area is going to come out. I notice I'll grab that little bit area there. Hang out again. Okay, right out. And I'm just pressing the plus and minus to zoom in and out. See what he does now. Okay.
Yep.
He does a bit of that, so I'll go a little. Okay. Apply that.
And taking that. So anything that is white disappeared. White full opacity. And basically what that means, anything that is white in our mask will keep. Anything that is black, we will see.
I've missed a step there. I happen to know I've watched this before.
So under layer, we're going to layer and mask.
Does layer mask, add layer mask. I think he's done something else before that though. All right, there we are. Just read this, watch this.
Just cut that layer. You can see from up here that
He cut that layer out, so I'm going to do the same thing. So go to edit. I've got the mask one there. Edit.
You're on view.
Edit. You still there, both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut that layer out. Goes back to what it was there. Okay. Now, all right. So layers, not image. New layer. No, sorry. Was new mask, add layer mask. Okay. Just over here, I've got this little thing on the right hand side, which is the layer mask. So there's the image, there's the layer, and there's the layer mask. Okay. Much the same as his one looks like for you now. He does next.
Disappeared. And here's where we're going to add the layer masking part.
Which is what I've just done.
So under layer, we're going to layer and mask. Add layer mask. And you can see over here in the dialog box that it says white full opacity. Anything that is white in our mask will keep. Anything that is black, we will see through. So we're going to add that. And you can see right here, it adds this little masking to the picture. So what we want to do is we want to copy and paste the picture that we had previously just got and put on our clipboard. We're going to paste it there. So make sure that you select right here. You want to go edit, and we want to paste. And we just paste, and what you notice is anything that was black has disappeared. That was white has been kept. So
okay.
So for us, there's a couple.
So all I've got to do is do an edit paste, and it should work. So if I go here to edit now, that mask over the right hand side, and it was copied there. I'm going to paste that into the mask. Where I was paste. Yeah. See it happened? See what's happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
All the background has disappeared. If I zoom in, the areas that was white has disappeared. So if I zoom in now, it means that it's how do I lost my scroll bar? The detail there, it's gone right in, right away, and all the background that was behind that has disappeared. That image, right? That means I can then make this brighter, make it lighter, whatever. Switch off the the mask, and I'm only working on that part of the image. And it's also a way, as you can see, of getting rid of the background. But you'll notice I didn't go right down on the glass there, as it is as well. All right. Just by the way, if I switch, it does that. Switch off that one, it brings it back again. So I'm switching them on and off. So I can now work on keep that mask and keep that as it is. That's what's called a floating selection mask. But anyway, that gives you a bit of idea what it's all about. They're the sort of things that you can do. The advantage of doing those sort of things is it means that you can make part of an image lighter, part of the image darker. I could change the colours of those flowers and make them green or blue or yellow without affecting the background. And then I can bring the background back and do what I like with it. Do that sort of thing. For example, I'm going to go and, just a matter of interest, switch to Paintbrush, go to there, make the colour yellow, work. All right, go into here, see if I can paint that. Do it. Won't do that. I'm probably on the wrong layer. And paint on that one there. So I won't show you doing that anyway. It's all about. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Continuing next week.
Yeah, continue next week and see what happens. All right. All right. Any questions before I go? I've probably confused you towards the end. Have I?
No, we'll just hang on until we see what happens next week.
Okay. All right.
So,
Well,
is it Monday or Tuesday next week on the 27th, 28th?
Monday's good.
Monday's good.
while I check. Okay. Sorry. Calendar. So that's 27th. 27th is okay with me.
27th is Monday.
9:30. And
9:30.
I'll hopefully have a better understanding of layers and masks myself. I thought I understood it, and I can actually make it do it, but I can't do it without just thinking myself. I need to be able to think myself to be able to do it, not just follow what other people do. Okay. All right. We'll stop the broadcast now. If anybody wants to know more about this, go to my website. Hopefully it'll be going the next couple of days. Other than that, I've also sent people links to, by the way, if you want to repeat all this, if the email I sent you, you got onto this, you go to the bottom of that email, this recording is actually, it'll be on the playlist to all the 5 that we've done there. You can go to any one, anytime. Okay?
Thank
All right,
you.
I'll stop the recording.